Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the vlog. This is Coach Hans. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you would be informed for new content that I will be uploading for the channel. Of course, our Adidas Mad Bounce basketball shoe giveaway for the month of July is still up and running. That's basically our prize back there. And for the month of August, since as you can tell, we have already reached our first landmark as a channel. We are now officially at the 1,000 subscriber mark. So we're not gonna have a monthly giveaway for the month of August. What we're gonna have is our first landmark giveaway for the channel. We're gonna give away multiple items. First prize is a Nike shoe of the winner's choice worth 4,000 pesos. The headphones that you're seeing at the back, that's a Remax Bluetooth headphones. Another item would be a Bluetooth speaker and some other consolation prizes. So I will be announcing the mechanics on a separate video this August for our official 1,000 subscriber giveaway for the channel. So wait for it. Again, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell so that you will be notified of new contents that I will be uploading for the channel. All right, so our topic for today is a very controversial topic. So I've been wanting to do this topic since actually February. It's just that it's so sensitive and it's so controversial that I fear that I'm gonna get bashed for it, and you know, I'll be judged by it. But anyway, I just want to basically put it out there. Now, disclaimer, listen to the message. Don't listen to me. Listen to the message. Just try to take me out of the picture when you try to listen and understand the message that I'm going to try to basically give out to everyone. And I really hope that with the message that I will be sharing to everyone, this would help you out in one way or another. So there. So the topic is basically, what is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? All right, long-lasting relationship. Okay, so that's the key word there. Secret to a long-lasting relationship. Now, relationship, this could be man, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, work. So you can actually apply this to any and all relationships that you would actually have. Okay, so but most commonly of course, when we talk about relationship, the very first thing that will come to your mind would be a man-woman or a girl-boy relationship. Okay, so a lot of us in Facebook and all social media platforms, or even when you talk to your friends, you would always have two kind of like reasons for a long-lasting relationship. So that is loyalty, or being loyal, or being faithful, right? I'm sure you've talked about that, you've seen about it, and of course with the trending topics that we have right now on Facebook, with a lot of our basically celebrities, that is an ongoing issue. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about. What is the secret to a long-lasting relationship? All right, but before we discuss the actual secret, I just want to give out an explanation of relationship, long-lasting relationship, just to give you a background of what my idea of a relationship is. I just want to get this out there because a relationship is not always a happy relationship. It's not always sound. It's not always positive. It's not always good times. So that's why The title of the video is The Secret to a Long-Lasting Relationship. Alright? Now, before we even go into identifying or basically telling you what the secret to that long-lasting relationship is, the very first thing that you should always ask yourself, and this should always be on both sides, or depending on what relationship we're talking about, you should always ask yourself, do I want this person to be part of my life forever or for the longest time? Or if you're talking about, let's say, a relationship with your work, is this something that I want to do for the rest of my life? All right. Now, you have to understand that the key word there is want, not need. Needing something, when you ask yourself, do I need this person? Do I need this job? That would never last for the rest of your life, because there will always be someone that can fill your needs better than that person, better than that job. There would always be that someone, that some other work. So if you want a long-lasting relationship with either your work or your loved one, your better half, what you should ask yourself is, do I want this person in my life for the rest of my life? Do I want to do this job for the rest of my life? Because if your answer to those questions is no, then you don't even need to proceed further with this video, because that's it. You should basically end that relationship right there and then, because that's not what you want. You don't even need to know what the secret to a long-lasting relationship is, because regardless of what you do, if you don't want that person, if you don't want that job, if you don't want that work, and you don't see yourself being with that person or doing that job for the rest of your life, then it's useless. You don't even need to exert anything else or any more efforts towards keeping that person or keeping that job. End it right there and then. Okay? But if your answer is yes, when you ask yourself, do I want this person for the rest of my life? Do I want to spend my life with this person, or do I want to do this job for the rest of my life? If your answer is yes, then listen up. I really hope that this would make sense to you. So if your answer is yes, you would always, the two things that will always come to mind for a long-lasting relationship is being loyal and being faithful. Being loyal, they have a lot of explanations between the difference between being loyal and being faithful. There were explanations wherein being loyal is basically always going back to that person, regardless if you actually look at someone else. Being faithful is really not looking at anyone else and just basically being with that person. Now, both are difficult. Being loyal and being faithful is really difficult. Regardless of who you are as a person, loyalty is difficult. We've seen time and time again loyalty being broken, because again, there would always be someone that will be better than the person who are you. That there will always be someone who's going to be better than the person you're with right now. There would always be another company that will provide better benefits, better pay than with the company that you have right now. So your loyalty would always end when the benefit that you get from that person or that company ends. All right? And your faithfulness to that person or to that company can be swayed by a lot of other factors. All right? I'm sure a lot of you guys are already thinking about those factors, but I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the secret to a long-lasting relationship is. It's not being loyal. It's not being faithful. But the secret to a long-lasting relationship is basically being committed to that relationship. That's the secret. I'm going to explain further why. Alright? So the key word there is committed. Now, that's an action word, being committed or commitment. And I think if you're going to think about loyalty and faithfulness, without commitment, your loyalty can be swayed, your faithfulness can be broken. But with commitment, there would always be a conscious effort to make that relationship work. And this is what I've always told my teammates, myself, my partner. I am committed to our relationship. So I would always make conscious efforts, conscious decisions to actually make the relationship work. Now, again, commitment and conscious efforts. Those words are very, very crucial because choices, mistakes is basically, it's a thin line. And I think the differentiating factor between a mistake and a choice is the conscious effort towards the actions that created the mistake or that created the choice. So as long as there's conscious effort to do something, that's already a choice. It's no longer a mistake. And the secret to a long-lasting relationship is basically you have to be committed to that relationship to make it work. And how do you define commitment? And how do you become committed to that relationship? You always have to have a conscious effort to make that relationship work. That conscious effort entails decision making, whether you need to proceed with something, stop with something, do something, exert effort, or whatever you do. Conscious effort to make that relationship work. And I'm sure you would appreciate a person who exerts effort versus a person who's just simply loyal to you. Even with a company, for example, the company would appreciate you more if that company actually sees you exerting effort to do better. Your partner would appreciate you more if your partner actually sees you exerting effort to, let's say, spend time with that person, communicate with that person. Better yourself, exerting effort to actually improve yourself for that person, exerting effort to make that person feel valuable, make that person feel wanted, make that person feel beautiful every day. So if you really want to have that long-lasting relationship, ask yourself, is this the person that I want in my life for the rest of my life? Or do I want this person for the rest of my life? If it's work related, do I want this job for the rest of my life? And if your answer is yes, you need to be committed to make that relationship work. What does commitment entails? Commitment entails conscious efforts to make that relationship work. What are conscious efforts? Efforts that you consciously decide to do. Actions that you consciously exert efforts to make. Actions that you take with clear-cut decisions. Intentful actions is something that it's intentful. So meaning it's intended. It's not something that you did just because it was a reaction of some sort from, let's say, an outburst from emotions. So in a relationship, if you let's say argue, if there are misunderstanding, you don't just walk away. You don't just post anything on Facebook to hurt the feelings of the other person or to basically bash the company that you're working for or that you're working with. You exert effort to actually mend whatever that argument is or whatever that misunderstanding is, because again, you're committed to make that relationship work. And with that commitment and with that conscious effort, you don't just react based on your emotions. before you even do something, before you even do anything that would ultimately affect your relationship with that person or with that company, you would always stop and think. You would always stop and think about the repercussions of what your next actions would be, how it would ultimately affect your relationship with that person or your relationship with that company. So overall, regardless of what you do, how you interact, what the outcomes of those interactions are or will be, with your commitment to make that relationship work, your conscious efforts, your conscious actions would always lead to making that relationship better. It doesn't mean that you're not going to argue. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have bad times together. But again, with that commitment, both of you needs to have that commitment. With that commitment, you're always going to be adults to talk about it. You're always going to be matured enough to talk about the situation as adults, and you would always come to a conclusion or an agreement that would ultimately end the argument, end the rift, and eventually move on, move forward, and basically grow as adults, grow as partners, grow in the relationship, grow together, and basically learn from those arguments, learn from those mistakes, and become better together as partners. So for me, I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm not, again, disclaimer guys, I am not perfect. Again, a relationship is difficult. It's always a work in progress, and it takes commitment to make that happen, to make that work, in order for you to actually have a long-lasting relationship. There will always be someone who's going to be better than the person you're with. There will always be a company that's going to be better than the company you're on or you're with right now. But if you answer yes to the question, do I want this person to be in my life for the rest of my life, then regardless if there's someone else better than that person, that's not going to matter, because you are committed to make that relationship work with that person because you want them in your life, not because they feel a certain need in you. All right? I want this person in my life, and I am committed to make the relationship work. And with my commitment, I will make conscious efforts, conscious actions, and conscious decisions to make this relationship work, to make this a long-lasting relationship. Okay, so magto 20 minutes na yung video. The video is almost 20 minutes. I apologize if it took this long. I really hope that this opens up a lot of, I don't know, I just really hope that my point of view, my understanding, my experiences would really help you out with any and all of the relationships that you are with right now or that you have right now. And again, if you want that to last, if you want to have that long-lasting relationship, ask the question, do I want this person in my life for the rest of my life? Do I want to do this job for the rest of my life? Or do I want this relationship? If not, stop. If yes, be committed to it. That commitment will make you loyal. That commitment will make you faithful. And commitment, how do you basically get committed? Conscious effort, conscious actions, conscious decisions. The keyword is conscious. You actually do it because you want to do it, because you decided to do it, and it was not driven by emotions or any other outside factors. It was a mature adult decision that you made, that you consciously made, because again, your goal is to be committed to that relationship, for that relationship to be a long-lasting one. Okay, maraming salamat. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any comments, any thoughts regarding the matter, leave a comment below, positive or negative. I would like to hear your insights about the topic. If you like the video, if you like the topic, click that subscribe or click the like button. If you don't like it, click that dislike button. You can also share the video if you want to, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell. I would really love to share a lot more of basically my insights, my opinions, my point of views, and I really hope that those can help you out. All right, so thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me for the entire 20 plus minutes. Again, this is Coach Hans. Always remember that being the best is not an achievement, it's a lifestyle. Thank you for watching, and see you on our next video. Have a good day.